Alrighty, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video on East Coast Manga. So today we're going to be doing something like super different. I have been wanting to do this since Manga Hero did his in God knows how long ago it was now, but I think it was for the Demon Slayer movie. But now I can actually do this because Jujutsu Kaisen 0 or Volume 0, whatever the movie title exactly is, you don't need to know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen, technically speaking. I think it only helps, but you don't need to. I'll be honest with you guys, I tried to watch the anime. I got about 8 episodes in and I was so distracted by other things that it was almost like background noise, and I just didn't really get into it, but I've heard amazing things about this movie, so I think the bulk of this video is going to be more like the review afterwards. But yeah, so now I'm heading over to around the area where the theater is that I'm going to. I'm gonna grab some food, kind of probably just see you guys in the theater. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to record any of the movie, but I might be able to talk to you guys for a little bit over there, or maybe like a voiceover or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to get in trouble for, you know, possibly filming something. I also scheduled this last night because I didn't know that the homies wanted to also watch this, so I'm gonna have to meet up with them maybe next weekend or sometime during this week to watch it with them. But I kind of just scheduled this last night because I've heard really good things and I want to watch it, and I picked a larger theater, which might backfire because this was not something I was thinking about last night. I was just kind of looking at areas, and I kind of forgot that this is a movie that there will probably be like maybe kids or parents or stuff like that, just people who I have not seen in a theater in very long, because almost all the movies I watch are like rated R or something like that. So I have not seen like pretty much young kids in a theater, and I just don't. I'm hoping the noise levels are contained. I'm hoping it's not a bunch of people talking throughout the entire movie, because that's going to drive me nuts. But I will let you guys know later on how that ended up. So we're back home. This is actually the next day. Well, first of all, the showing was at 7:30, so I got back kind of late. I don't have studio lights yet, so I'd rather just do it the next day. Plus, it gives me a little more time to kind of think about it, you know, kind of talk about it with a couple people. And honestly, I really like that movie. That was really good. I try to give you the most unbiased reviews for things that I can possibly give you, and I would say this one actually was leading more towards I didn't think I was gonna love it, because of the fact that I watched, I think I might have said earlier, but I watched like 7 or 8 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. It was kind of in the background, and really it just didn't hook me. And I think it kind of distracted after a couple episodes, you know, doing whatever. But either way, I just wasn't really expecting too much. So the fact that I left that theater and I said, wow, that was 100% worth seeing in the theater. I think that if you guys have the opportunity, you should definitely go see it in the theater. Now, if you don't have the opportunity, obviously watching it online or streaming it is another great option. If it's not already on Crunchyroll, I'm sure it'll be on Crunchyroll relatively soon. I'll also say it was a really cool environment, just seeing like all these people who watch anime in one place, and I feel like I really haven't seen a whole lot of that since, because of the whole virus and stuff, that, you know, it was nice just seeing people who have a similar hobby as you do. I'll also say, like, don't be afraid to just go out by yourself if you know, if your friends aren't able to go, or you can't convince them if they don't really watch anime to go. You know, honestly, go out, treat yourself, maybe get some food or something beforehand, maybe a burger, and then, yeah, go check out the movie. You definitely shouldn't be holding yourself back if, you know, you're trying to wait for friends or something like that. Honestly, you can watch it again. That's what my plan is. I wanted to see it on Saturday, but my friends weren't able to go, so then we're just gonna see it, I think, later next week or something like that. But regardless, getting into the movie, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know how much I should really say. Like, I don't even want to mention characters' names because I am not super familiar with JJK, and I feel like just naming people can end up being a spoiler. So I'm just gonna use kind of like main character, villain, side characters as, you know, names. So if you've already watched it, you know who I'm talking about, and if you don't know, if you haven't watched it yet, then you won't really know who I'm talking about, but you can still kind of get an idea. So, the main character I thought was fantastic. I thought he was voiced really well. I feel like the character development was really, really good. Now, I do have Volume 0 of JJK back there, but I haven't read it, so all of this was new to me. I didn't know anything about this character. I thought, the beginning, he was a bit of your typical kind of whiny character, and then as you get through the movie, he progresses and progresses and progresses. And it's kind of one of those situations. You also have the side characters, which I really liked. I was very, very skeptical when they first introduced the side characters, and once again, I think they could be in JJK, like the regular season anime. They might be in the manga. I don't really know, but I was very skeptical for certain reasons, and I feel like the scenes you get with them really help you to warm up and really enjoy each kind of side character's quirk. And I would say there's 3 side characters, which kind of forms the whole crew, I would say. But I feel like it is a very, very fun ride with the side characters, and then the emotional moments are really, really good as well. The anime itself, like the animations, I thought they were very crispy. I believe it was Mappa who did the animations, and honestly, I saw no issues. No issues. I mean, if someone's really trying to critique it, maybe they'll find some stuff. I'm sure you can always find some stuff, but as someone who doesn't watch a ton of anime and reads way more manga, I really enjoyed it. I thought the fight scenes were fantastic. I thought the just normal animations were really good. I also loved the contrast in the fight scenes. Like, sometimes they would do it in your normal kind of anime, like your how do I even describe it? Like your new age anime style of fighting, but then there would also be cuts where it's like almost like your old school anime style of fighting, where it's more like 2D instead of 3D in a sense. Almost felt like more of a something you would see out of like a colored graphic novel or a comic, and I thought that was really, really cool. I thought one of the main characters, I'll just say the physically bigger main character, his fight scene was very, very cool. I really enjoyed that. He also had a bit of a transformation in a sense. The main villain I thought was written really well. I enjoyed him. I enjoyed kind of what he was going after. He made it very clear, in my opinion, what he was going after. His approach, I thought was pretty good. I thought it was pretty interesting. It wasn't super like you pretty much knew what was gonna happen after a couple seconds because he explained it. I think some of the areas in it were probably a little more sped up than in the manga, or maybe it feels like that. Just because I saw some of the scenes and I'm like, okay, this feels like it could have been fleshed out a little more, but overall, I still really enjoyed this scene. And also, I don't even know these characters' names, so I couldn't even tell you if I wanted to. But we do see some reoccurring characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen regular season 1 of the anime in this movie, so you could clearly tell, even though I've only seen like 1 or 2 of them on a cover, and maybe I saw them in the anime if I was paying attention at that time, but you clearly know the scene that's happening where they're showing the characters that people know, and it is kind of cool, just hearing the people around me. You could also just clearly tell that, okay, this scene is more of a, pulling, I don't want to say it like nostalgia, because that doesn't make any sense, but I guess they're pulling some familiarity from the viewers who watched the anime or read the manga into the movie, which I thought was also very cool. Overall though, I thought it was really, really good. Once again, I highly recommend you go check it out in the theaters. The music is also fantastic. You guys will see it is such an experience. This is my first anime ever that I watched in the theaters. I've never watched any other anime in the theaters, and I would say this is a great first one. Go enjoy yourself, go watch it. Also, on the other spectrum, if you have friends who are maybe kind of on the fence about it, man, take them, because even if they're not really into anime, I would be surprised if they didn't like this movie. I feel like this is a very general audience movie. General audience as in like people who, maybe aren't really into anime. There is some violence in it, so obviously it's not for little kids, which, oh, thank God, I forgot to mention. I don't know if I saw a little kid there. It was honestly a great experience because everyone was like pretty respectful and weren't like going crazy, other than some cool moments, but like you know, people weren't just like talking and all the other, you know, BS. But yeah, I think this is a good movie to maybe get some people into anime or manga who haven't been before. You also absolutely 100%, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but you don't have to know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen to actually watch this movie, so that's also a huge plus. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is totally different than what I usually do. I don't know if this is gonna do well or not, but either way, I still kind of enjoyed this because this isn't something that I'm gonna do a lot. It's just more so when like cool anime movies come out to theaters. Also hoping next time I can record with a couple other people so you can kind of maybe get some other opinions or perspectives on the movie. But yeah, for those of you guys who have stuck around to the very end, do you know of any other anime movies coming to the theaters that you would want me to maybe go out and check and then, you know, kind of review? This isn't going to be an anime review channel, so it's going to mostly stick to manga, but this is more so an experience than it is just watching anime, in my opinion. You're getting the anime and the experience, so, you know, this is definitely something I like to talk about. But yeah, let me know if you have any recommendations that you know are coming to theaters, and I will check those out, and yeah, I will see you guys later.